Every day on construction sites across the country, expensive tools and materials walk off job sites, costing the U.S. construction industry between $300 million and $1 billion annually. So we asked ourselves, what if the crew had a way to check out and check in those tools? What if the foreman had a way to track those tools and materials in real time, as well as track project cost? That's why we made EZTrack.
Alrighty, this is the EZTrack project management demo. We're going to start here in the sign up page. This is where all the users will put in their information to create an account. We have two different roles, the foreman and the crew. We do have accounts set up, so we'll just go ahead and log in as a foreman. You see the first thing that pops up is the foreman dashboard with a nice little welcome message, a date, time, and then on the left here, all of the different pages that they have access to. So starting here in tools management, this is where they manage all of the tools that are available for the crew members to check out, to use on their job site. They can come in and create a tool right here, mark it as available, and select a project for it. We can see it pops up right here. We can also filter by status, filter by project, and then whenever you want to go in and check out a tool, you just click on it here and it opens up the tools details page. The foreman can then edit the tool if they need to change the name of the project or the status, and then it'll show the assigned project as well. Moving on to the materials management page, we'll come in here and select a project, and we will track all of the materials for each project. So here we can come in and create a material, whether it be wood or drywall or screws, whatever it is. That material will then be attached to this specific project, and we can see all the materials, the quantity, unit cost, and the low stock threshold as well. So this will give the foreman an alert when their materials reach a certain quantity. You can see drywall sheets, we have a quantity of 10 and the low stock threshold is 12. So this allows the foreman to see what materials they need to replenish. They can also go in and edit the tools if they need to, again, change the name or the quantity, and then also record usage. So we can go under our nails here and say we used 20 nails, and that'll record that for that project. Then going into project management, the last tab for the foreman, this shows you all your active and completed projects. We can filter by that status as well and search. When they create a new project, they just enter the name and the start and end date. Go into the Cowtown Castle project. When you're viewing a project, you can see the tools that are currently assigned to that project, their current status, and who they are checked out by. And you can also view all of the materials. So we have all the materials associated with the project, their cost, the quantity that we've used, with those usage records that we were doing a second ago in the materials page. And then it shows you here at the bottom the entirety of the total project cost. So this way they're able to monitor that more closely. They can also mark projects as completed. However, if there are tools checked out, the crew members will have to go in and check those tools back in before the project can be marked completed. Okay, now we are logging in as a crew member. So this will pull up the crew dashboard where they can view the current project that they are working on, as well as their currently checked out tools. The only page that they do have access to is that tools management page. So this is where they can see all the tools that are available, checked out, everything. They can sort by status. They can view their currently checked out tools and filter by project as well. Whenever they want to check something out, they just simply click on it. It'll take them to that tools details page. They click that checkout button. It is now assigned to them, and then they simply check it back in and it is available again. And that is it for the crew.
Now, I'll briefly explain how the backend works in the app. When a user performs an action, such as creating or updating data, the front end sends a request to our API. That request is received by one of our API endpoints, which then routes it to the appropriate controller, where the business logic is handled. From there, the controller interacts with our database, hosted on Supabase, to store or retrieve the necessary data. Here you can see the database tables that represent the main entities of the application. The schema visualizer also shows how those tables are connected and how that data relates across the system.